I'm Lance Vick, and this is On Point. Your questions answered on video. This week's question comes from Zach Hughes. He asked, how to fish a flutterspoon? And Kelly Jordon knows this better than anyone. Elite Series Touring Pro, Kelly Jordon.
Hey, my name's Zach Hughes. And Lance, I just want to know what's the best way to fish the Lake Fork Flutterspoon.
Zach, great question on the flutterspoon. Now, it's not that hard to fish. A lot of people see that big spoon and they wonder, how in the heck do you fish this big hunk of metal? Well, it's actually a lot easier than you might think. If you've ever thrown a plastic worm or cast a jig or anything like that, even a Carolina rig kinda, it's very similar. You throw the spoon any place where the fish are, same kind of places you throw a Carolina rig, that you deep crank, suspended fish bridges, anywhere where the bass are, they'll come after that spoon. And when they're on it, it's really exciting because you can really catch a lot of fish. The best way to fish it, make a long cast. I like to use about a 7-foot rod, and you actually have to use about a medium heavy because that spoon is so heavy. If you use a lighter weight rod, sometimes it's not stiff enough to throw that big heavy bait. Cast it out there. I like to use 17 to 20 pound fluorocarbon line. Cast it, long cast, let it hit the bottom, and then it's real easy. Just give it some, maybe 2 or 3 hops real quick, let it fall down and hit the bottom again, rip it up off the bottom, maybe 2 or 3, you're just trying to get the shoot up in the water column and fall back down. All your strikes, if not all, probably all of them are going to occur when the spoon is falling. So basically you're just ripping it up off the bottom and letting it fall. Just like maybe hopping a jig or a Texas rig worm out there, except it's about 10 times faster because the spoon sinks faster and hits the bottom quicker than your worm. Fish it all the way back to the boat. That's a great way to do it. The other way that works really well is kind of the same, but just throw out there a long cast, let it hit the bottom. Maybe burn it 5 or 6 times with your reel handle real fast. You don't have to use your rod, and that makes the bait do the same thing. Zoom up off the bottom, and then it flutters back down. That works really good on suspended fish that are maybe sitting higher off the bottom. And that's how it works. And if they're on it and they want it and you throw it with the bass rod, they'll let you know real quick. 3 or 4 or 5 casts. If they don't bite it, throw something else. But it's always a great thing to throw on deep fish, especially in the summertime.
On Point is brought to you by Tango Transport, Grande Bass Trophy Hunter Lures, Special Event Rent, and BoatLanes.com.